The Bears defeated the Vikings 12-10. Justin Fields was 27-37, 217 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He also had 12 carries for 59 yards. The rushing value shows itself again. It's just annoying that there wasn't any touchdowns. And against a team that a lot of other teams have been able to throw against, Justin Fields wasn't able to capitalize. The completion percentage was good, but no touchdowns, low yards. That's going to be annoying. He's going to be pretty up and down, but like we said, the Justin Fields rushing yards there are going to add his value and bring his floor up a lot higher than a lot of other guys are. So keep playing Justin Fields. He's a really solid every single week sort of play. Roschon Johnson, 10 carries for 35 yards. He was the lead running back rusher. Khalil Herbert, just a 6 carries, 24 yards. He's still making his way back from injury, so I wouldn't jump to conclusions quite yet and say that Roschon Johnson is for sure the guy. No Deontay Foreman in this one either. 5 catches for 40 yards for Roschon, 2 catches for 14 yards for Khalil Herbert, so they maintain that number 1, number 2 status throughout the game here. I wouldn't add either of them. If you added Khalil Herbert, you might as well wait another week and see what happens. But if you need the roster space, I definitely understand dropping him. DJ Moore was awesome. 11 catches, 114 yards, 13 targets. This is amazing stuff. He's firmly in the top 10 of all receivers every single week. I think you got to play him no matter what the matchup is at this point. Him and Justin Fields just have a tremendous connection here. A little slow to start out the year, but a few weeks in, it's just been unstoppable ever since these two have been on the field together. Kmet, 7 catches, 43 yards, and 7 targets. Another guy. Really high floor as far as a tight end option. A low-end starter in a 10-team league, but I definitely understand having him as your guy. Darnell Mooney, just the 2 catches for 6 yards on 3 targets. I think he is a safe drop. Robert Tonyan did not haul in his only target, and Trent Taylor did not haul in his only target. For the Vikings, Josh Dobbs was 22 of 32, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He also had 2 carries for 11 yards. This is obviously a miserable day. I think there are better days ahead. Even though this is historically a really easy matchup for quarterbacks, and Dobbs ends up throwing 4 picks, I think, 1, he just got to this team, and 2, he's done enough throughout this entire season, whether he just got to the Cardinals or even when he just got to the Vikings. He's done great things. I think he was due for a down week, but he's done enough great things throughout the season to where we could still trust him to be our starter every week. Not like the high end. Like I would still start Kyler Murray ahead of him, for example, but still, this rushing value is going to be a lot higher in other weeks too. Alexander Mattison maintained the RB1 status here, 10 carries, 52 yards. He also had 2 catches for 11 yards. A low-end starter. I wouldn't start him outside of desperation plays, but you should probably have him on your roster. Ty Chandler, 4 carries, 8 yards. He also had just the 1 carry for 3 yards. I was expecting a little bit more after he's shown his explosion here lately, but Alexander Mattison, 5.2 yards per carry is going to get it done. Ty Chandler only had 2 in this one, so I understand dropping Ty Chandler, but at the same time, I could still see him asserting some sort of role down the line as well. So not a must drop, but I definitely get dropping him too. Brandon Powell just had the 1 carry for 2 yards, but 3 catches for 45 yards on 3 targets. They've been looking his way a little bit, but I wouldn't start him unless there was injuries aplenty in the receiver room. TJ Hockenson was the leading receiver, 5 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Good to see him get back on track. There's a lot of Josh Oliver last game and none of it here. So Hockenson, I think you got to start him no matter what the matchup is. Jordan Addison, 6 catches, 39 yards, 10 targets. He's going to have a really high floor. Even in a game where Josh Dobbs was terrible, he still got you 10 points. So keep playing Jordan Addison every week. KJ Osborn, I think, is a safe drop, though. 3 catches for 34 yards on 4 targets. Ty Chandler, just a 1 catch for 3 yards. Alexander Mattison had 2 for 11. And C.J. Ham, the fullback, no rushing statistics whatsoever, but he did have 2 catches for 3 yards on 3 targets.